Hello and welcome to Vegas Ace's free course on Pai Gow Poker. I'm your host, Heather Ferris, and on today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to set up your hand. Plus, I'll tell you which cards get placed where, and just like poker, the player has the option of folding their crappy cards. Also, did you know that if you played your cards incorrectly, you could automatically lose all of your money? This is known as a foul, and if the casinos want to be assholes about it, then the player can lose their wager over this violation of rules. But you know your dealer is nice if they rearrange your hand so that it's the house way. If that happens, then please be sure to tip your dealer, because they just saved your money for you. Out of the 7 cards that the player receives, they will need to arrange 2 separate poker hands by determining their best 5-card hand and their second best 2-card hand. The 5-card hand is also known as your high hand, or backhand, since these 5 cards will contain your highest ranking hand, such as a straight, 2-pair, and so on. The 2-card hand is also known as your low hand, or front hand, since these 2 cards will contain your second highest ranking hand, such as a Jack-7 or a pair of 9s. The poker hand rankings for this game are the same as a normal poker game. When the player decides which hand to play where, they must remember that the poker ranking for the high hand must be higher than the poker ranking for the low hand in order to qualify. If it doesn't and the low hand is higher than the high hand, then that hand is fouled and the wager is automatically lost. A foul will occur if the player sets their hand incorrectly, and this will always result in a lost wager. For example, if the player places 3 cards in the low hand and 4 cards in the high hand, then the hand is fouled and the bet is lost. Thanks to corporate reasoning and the house edge, this rule does not apply to the banker or the dealer. If the banker or dealer fouls a hand, then the hand will be reset in the correct way and the game will continue as normal. Some casinos will want you to call over the floorman and notify him of the situation before resetting your hand. One of the rules that carried over from poker is that the players have the option to fold their hand. If the player wishes to surrender their hand, they will either push their cards under the bet and towards the dealer, or they'll throw their cards at the dealer. When seeing this, the dealer will collect the player's bet and lock it up in the rack. Each player is responsible for setting their hand, and no one except the dealer is allowed to touch their cards. If the player is unsure of how to set their hand, then they can ask for assistance from the dealer. As the dealer, you are only allowed to set the hand according to the house way, and you cannot deviate from this in any way. Once the player is satisfied with their choice of hands, they will lay their cards down in their designated areas. Then, the dealer will flip over and expose their cards. Once the cards are exposed, the players are not allowed to touch their cards. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments section below. Have you ever fouled a hand while playing Pai Gow Poker? Would you fold your hand even if you didn't have to put up any additional money to continue playing? Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, remember to subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.